Okay, welcome to this first video on the Edexcel Medicine Through Time paper, and we're going to look today at how to answer question one, which is the describe two features questions. Now, first thing I want to say is these questions might appear easy, but often they require huge amounts of specific knowledge. So this is where the revision is really important. If you do your revision, you're looking at an easy 4 marks. If your revision is not as good as or as detailed as you would like, then these questions can be tricky. So first thing you need to make sure that you're doing is giving two separate features. Okay, so your features have to be separate, and a feature is just basically a point about something. So just any kind of theme or point or idea about a certain topic. You get 1 mark per correct feature identified. Okay. Then alongside the feature, you must also give supporting detail. So if the question was describe two features of trench foot, for example, you might say one feature I know is that trench foot was caused by the horrific conditions. Okay, that's your feature. So you're just giving a theme about trench foot. You then give extra information. So you would say, to support this, I know that trench foot was caused by men standing in muddy water all day long, which caused gangrene. Okay, so supporting detail is what is crucial to get the remaining marks. Okay, now I'll just briefly show you how I would approach a question. So here's describe two features of the use of the Thomas splint. Now, what I would do is for my revision, I would memorize these mind maps, because on the mind maps, you have all the information you could ever possibly want or need. And as we can see, we've got Thomas splint here in the left-hand corner. Okay, so the first thing I'm probably going to talk about is this part. So talking about why it's effective. So talking about the fact that limbs and joints are kept still and keeps the leg rigid. And that's important because it reduces blood loss and infection. And then the other thing I'll probably talk about is survival rate. And then my key fact is 20 to 82%. So I'll do something like this. So one feature I know about the use of the Thomas splint is that it kept the leg straight and rigid. So that's my feature. Then I give my supporting detail. I know you know, this was important because keeping the leg straight and rigid prevented the bone from surfacing out of the skin, reducing the risk of blood loss. All right, could have been phrased a little bit better, but we'll go with it. Okay, and then I'll say another feature I know about the use of the Thomas splint. If you run out of time, just put another feature I know. Another feature I know about the use of the Thomas splint is that it increased survival rates on the Western Front. The number of men who suffered from leg injuries, who died, sorry, from leg injuries. Was it died? Yeah, stood at 82% before the splint was introduced. This was reduced to 20%, was it? Cool. Okay. So really simply, my features are in red. So specifically, I'll put in bold the key parts. So that bit and that bit. And then my bit in green is my extra detail. So I hope that was helpful. Hope that's clear. And why don't you guys have a go at planning these? So if you can answer all of those, you're in a good position. The only other one that's not on there is the underground hospital at Arras. But that's already been asked, so it's very unlikely they'd ask that again. You never know though. But those are all the possible things or possible themes that we've come up with as a department. So have a go at those. That's not to say that that's going to be on your paper. Then the exam board might think of something that we haven't thought of. That's definitely very possible. But if you have a go at those, you're increasing your chances of ensuring that you're well prepared for the exam. Hope that was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video where we will explore how to approach question 2A, which is the source analysis question. All right, I'll see you there.